Good morning. What is Haynes-Shockley experiment? We are going to discuss about this today. Where it is used, what is the experimental setup, what are the outcomes of this experiment. This is what we are going to show in this video. So first of all, we describe the experiment. This is one of the classical experiments in semiconductor physics to demonstrate the drift and diffusion of minority carriers. This was made by Haynes and Shockley. So, in honor of these two scientists, Haynes and Shockley, the experiment is named as Haynes-Shockley experiment. The experiment allows independent measures of minority carrier mobility mu and the diffusion coefficient d. The basic setup of Haynes-Shockley experiment is shown in this diagram. The voltage source V1 establishes an electric field in the x direction in the n-type semiconductor bar. Excess carriers are produced and effectively injected into the semiconductor bar at contact by pulse. The contact 2 will collect a fraction of the excess carriers as they drift through the semiconductor. After a pulse, the transport equation is given by the equation if we set Gp equal to 0 and del E by del X equal to 0, that means we don't allow any electric field across the semiconductor. So, del Pn by del T is equal to minus mu P E del Pn by del X plus dP del square Pn by del X square minus Pn minus Pn0 by tau P. That is the first equation. And if no field is applied across a sample, the solution will be given by Pn as a function of x and t, which will be given by n divided by under root of 4 pi dpt exponential in brackets minus x square by 4 dpt minus t by tp tau p bracket close plus pn 0 as you have shown in the equation. Here n is the number of electrons or holes generated per unit area. This solution shows the carriers may diffuse away from the point of injection and recombine. If an electric field is applied across a sample, the solution is in the form, except that it is replaced by x minus mu p et. Thus all the excess carriers move with the drift velocity mu p epsilon, and at the same time the carriers diffuse outward and recombine in the free field case. Here we have shown the graphs of the experiment where we have shown carrier distribution without an electric field. This is the first graph, and with an electric field this is the second graph. And that is all we had to say about the Haynes-Shockley experiment. Thank you.